Did you know there is a commuter train platform in Minnesota where the loudspeaker has announced the arrival of a train that has never appeared on any schedule, and that people standing closest to the tracks during those announcements later seem to vanish, not dramatically but quietly, as if records themselves forgot them? The platform was built in the late 1970s, during a rush of federally funded transit projects meant to prepare cities for emergencies no one publicly discussed. It looks ordinary. Cracked concrete, steel benches cold to the touch, fluorescent lights buzzing through long winters. Commuters trusted it completely, especially the automated voice that had guided them safely for decades. That trust cracked in January of 1991 during one of the coldest weeks on record, when the power grid was under severe strain. At 6:18 a.m., with snow drifting sideways and breath hanging in the air, the loudspeaker activated without its usual chime. In a calm, neutral tone, it announced, "Now arriving on track 2, northbound service 96. The digital boards did not update. Track 2, rarely used due to old drainage damage, was empty. Still, several commuters later reported the same sensation, a sudden pressure behind the eyes, an instinctive need to look down the rails, as if responding to something familiar they couldn't name. Maintenance blamed a software glitch caused by frozen signal relays. The technician closed the report within an hour, unaware he had just sealed something away. But a transit police officer on duty added a handwritten note that never made it into the system. He wrote that one man stepped toward the yellow line and quietly said, "It's late this time." When questioned, the man appeared confused, boarded his regular train, and was never seen again. His fare card history ended that morning. His employment records vanished weeks later. No missing person report was ever filed. Over the years, the platform logged an unusual number of speaker replacements, each unit tested perfectly. Yet archived audio buffers occasionally captured fragments, announcements time-stamped during closed hours, always referencing Service 96, always listing stops that no longer existed. Towns submerged by reservoirs, industrial zones erased after chemical spills, places officially declared unlivable, then quietly forgotten. In the early 2000s, a junior scheduler noticed a pattern while reviewing legacy data. Every time Service 96 appeared, a name disappeared elsewhere shortly after. A voter registry update, a property deed correction, a school database purge. People weren't reported missing because, on paper, they had never been there. When he escalated the finding, his system access was revoked the same day. He told a coworker the platform felt like it was waiting. 2 weeks later, he moved away. No forwarding address was recorded. Retired conductors later hinted at a Cold War contingency route, trains designed to move people quietly if certain thresholds were crossed. The trains were real, the passengers were real. The schedules were never meant to exist. When the program ended, reports declared it dismantled, but the announcement system was never fully erased. It still listened. Today, the platform remains active. Commuters stand where they always have, trusting the voice overhead. The speakers have been upgraded, but technicians admit the old system was never removed, only muted, its wires disappearing into a locked conduit no one remembers installing. And sometimes, during extreme cold, when the grid strains and the air grows painfully still, the speakers emit a faint click, like a breath being taken. No announcement follows, not yet, because Service 96 does not run on time. It runs on conditions, and when those conditions are met, it doesn't take people who will be missed, only those the system has already decided the world can forget.